What about some Nat King Cole? He's good, right? Can't go wrong. Nat King Cole.
Welcome to the Institute, ma'am.
Hey there.
Just a routine patrol, ma'am. It's an honor to meet you, ma'am.
Scanning. Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Hi.
Reporting status. All functions normal. All systems nominal.
It's an honor to have you here, ma'am. You're gonna have to work pretty hard to impress anyone down here.
Hey there.
It's hard to stand out when you're surrounded by geniuses. Dr. Watson doesn't think I'm Institute material. I'm gonna prove him wrong. Rosalind is as smart as she is beautiful. I just wish I could get her to notice me.
Excuse me.
Liam's been trying to teach me robotics. It's more complicated than I thought.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is
You're
correct.
Here. That was
Glad
my
you made
favorite
it.
one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
Hello. Please ensure that your dietary requirements are being filled.
Into each life, rain must fall. I think that was Bella Fitzgerald confirming that thought.
If you need medical attention, See Dr. Volkert.
Time for some news, I guess. Sure, why not? So, there's that saying
Operating at
that
full capacity.
sometimes truth
Carry
is
on,
better.
ma'am.
No, not better. Truth is stranger than fiction. Well, you know the radio plays that I air sometimes, occasionally in the right order. You know the Silver Shroud. It sounds like someone takes them really seriously, like maybe too seriously. There are reports, I guess, about sightings of the Silver Shroud in the Commonwealth, in Good Neighbor, or near there. Anyway, I guess. Oh man, this is so weird. I guess this Silver Shroud is like cleaning up the town or something. One of the residents, a guy named Kent, whose name I should not be saying on the air, he was supposedly rescued by the Shroud. Or at least that's what I heard. So now there's a superhero out there defending justice, I guess. Or at least killing people that hopefully deserve it. I kind of feel like the last thing I'd want to do is, go looking for radioactive material.
I think he's actually lost his mind. I can't believe he really expects me to do this. I've always been on board with the Gen 3 program. It makes sense, but this? Nothing good can come from this. How am I supposed to explain to my staff that Sean wants a child synth for no immediately apparent valid line of research? And to base the physical features off records of his own childhood? It defies all logic. No, I can't do this. I won't.
You're listening to Diamond City Radio, if you're listening at all. I mean. Up next, Crawl Out Through the Fallout. That's just the name of the song. I'm not recommending it in the course of scientifically recommended action.
I've heard so much about you. What a remarkable story. As the Institute's first personal synth, I try to set a good example.
If all personal synths are as good looking as you, I should get one for myself.
Why, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. I don't know that I can be of much help with that, but the compliment has certainly made my day. It was a real pleasure to meet you. I'm sure you're still taking everything in, so I'll let you get back to that.
Eve.
Even though I'm a synth, Alan and Liam have made me feel like a part of their family. Yes?
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties, and remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Another good one. Another good one from Betty. Here is the latest news, or at least the latest news that I've heard about. Maybe
I
everyone
can't
else
express
already
how
knows.
truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
Brotherhood continues to do stuff around Commonwealth. They were last seen attacking Fort Strong. The fort was, I mean, as far as I know, filled with super mutants. So that's fun. I guess maybe they're gonna take over. I guess that's an improvement, right? Brotherhood instead of, mutants. That was a joke, by the way. I was totally kidding. Didn't really mean it. And if the Brotherhood is
Busted.
listening, I'm sure you're very nice. Please don't kill me. Wainoni Harris.
Father has done
had a
remarkable
grandma that
things.
Gambled, I guess, and so
I would not exist were it not for him.
He wrote a song about it, and I'm not just talking about it. I intend to play it. So here it is.
Father's a great man. You must be very proud.
Hi.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
Below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more syncs bumping into walls. All right. That's all for now. Resume your duties.
It must make you proud to see all
Report
that
anything
Father has
suspicious to
done,
the
all that he
SRB.
has built.
Sean?
Hello, Mother. Enjoying your time here. Perhaps someday our synths can reclaim the Commonwealth. Our advances will, in time, change the world.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hi.
I hope you and Father try to make up the time you've lost. Family is important.
Well,
Doctor?
that was
Since you're new here, you should take time to learn our safety procedures. And the sooner the better. Rules create order, and order promotes efficiency.
You sound like my 5th grade math teacher. I hated that woman.
I doubt her rules were a matter of life and death. Fail to follow protocols in one of our labs, you could end up with a serious injury. Or worse. I had some handbooks made up, but that was years ago. I'll see about getting one to you.
How big is this handbook?
Just a few thousand pages, but I like to think it's a brisk read. I certainly find it so. Take care, then.
Dr. Watson.
Safety first. Remember that.
Hi, Doc.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
In case anyone didn't mention it, quiet time runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
I hope you enjoyed that last song. Okay. Hey, how about a bit of good news? If you haven't already seen him, which I did, so I know it's true and not just something I overheard. Nick Valentine is back in town. He was gone for a while, and some people, who are totally not me, thought that... Well, they thought he might be dead. Or destroyed, or whatever. Anyway, I'm glad you're back, Nick. Even though we never really talk. Like, ever. Up next... Well, it's Ella Fitzgerald.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
What is it you're working on?
Advanced systems, special projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
A Courser chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, to get in and out at will. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Dr. Lee? Tell me about the people in your division.
I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. He's, how to put it, very organized and precise. Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists in the Institute, and she's something of a prodigy when it comes to physics.
Dr. Lee? I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Dr. Lee? I'm good for now. Thanks.
All right.
So much research, so little time.
Theoretical limits are made to be broken.
Your presence here is a great gift.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night.
Remember to conserve power at every opportunity.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Be on the lookout for unusual
Hey, Doc.
synth behavior.
Welcome. Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm in charge of housing and provisions. It's my mission to ensure that everyone lives a comfortable and productive life. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
Dr. Oberle.
I hope all your needs are being seen to. You just let me know if they're not. Our new synths are so lifelike, I keep mistaking them for real people. Good to see you. Feeling well today?
Hi.
Greetings, ma'am.
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
Seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together?
Pardon me, ma'am.
They're dragging their feet on the
Dr.
targeting
Watson can
package
be a
upgrades
little
I asked for.
obsessive when it
Maybe I
comes
should
to
take some
rules and
courses with me.
policies.
Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously. I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
What's Justin doing that's causing friction?
Oh, he's just pushy and demanding. He thinks his problem should be everyone's biggest concern. I have to admit, though, the other divisions have never taken our needs as seriously as they should. I guess they see us as a necessary evil or something. It's really not fair. Oh, just listen to me. It's the first chance we've had to get acquainted, and all I want to do is complain. In any case, it was good to meet you.
Alana.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people. Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Hello.
Hey.
You smell like you've been above ground.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
If the robotics division was a little more careful, we wouldn't have synths trying to escape.
Doc?
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, acting director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. Well, I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
Excuse me.
Dr. Ayo.
What do you want? And please, make it quick.
The Colonial
You mentioned that
Task
coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Justin?
Yes,
Please
what is it?
Don't get any germs on
I'd
me.
like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Dr. Ayo.
Yes, what do you need?
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has... Nice. Got it.
Negative sensor read. Weapons cold.
Yes.
Resetting threat level.
Sweet.
Surprise contact. Engaging.
I hope you liked that one. That was maybe by the ink spots. I mean, it was definitely by the ink spots. It's called maybe. I should have been clearer. So, there's this thing I heard about. I'm not even really sure what to say. There are stories about... Well, it's some big contraption that's being built out there in the Commonwealth. No one that's mentioned it, they don't know what it does. Not for sure. This next part... Well, I mean, it's just people talking, you know? It doesn't make it true. Not necessarily. But it's been said, well, it has something to do with the Institute. Trying to blow it up. Or maybe it's here or something. There aren't really any details. If I were you, and I saw this thing, well, you better believe that, you know, I'd run the other way. Next is One More Tomorrow by Frankie Carl. It's nice. A little sappy, I guess, but I mean, that's okay.
That's it.
Sweet. Sweet. Terminal's got this locked.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone! Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan, and if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
Hey, so there's this bit of news that might interest you. If not, hang on a minute and I'll go back to the music that we usually play. If you hadn't heard, I mean, I guess most people know this, but maybe someone didn't, that the Green Tech building was where those mercenaries lived? The Gunners, that's it. That was like their base, sort of. Only now they're pretty much all dead. Those guys were tough, so, I mean, I guess whoever killed them had to be even tougher, right? And there's, well, I don't even know if this is true or not, but there's this rumor that maybe the Institute was involved. But that's just what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. It's probably not, right? Segue. Back to the music, I guess. This next one, it's Roy Brown. The song is Butcher Pete.
There we go.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. So you were there the day the bombs fell. That must have been terrifying.
Hey there.
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
Most men lack the patience to observe and document plant growth.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
Hi, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
I think Dr. Carlin was looking for help with one of his experiments. You should talk to him.
Most men lack the patience to observe
Dr. Holdren.
and document.
Anything I can
growth.
help you with?
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Director Holdren seems
Clayton.
very taken
Something
with
I
you.
can do for you?
You mentioned medical care? I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
Please resist any urge you might
Dr.
feel to eat
Holdren?
specimens
Good
in
to
the
see you
hydroponic
again.
garden.
Did you need something?
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, unfortunately, we had... They destroyed... Anything I can help you with?
Is there anything I can do to help out?
I think Dr. Carlin was looking for help with one of his experiments. You should talk to him.
Clayton.
Something I can do for you?
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Ray Smith, everybody. Ray Smith. So, there's this thing I heard about. I'm not even really sure what to say. There are stories about, well, it's some big contraption that's being built out there in the Commonwealth. No one that's mentioned it, they don't know what it does. Not for sure. This next part, well, I mean, it's just people talking, you know. It doesn't make it true. Not necessarily. But it's been said, well, it has something to do with the Institute. Trying to blow it up, or make it disappear, or something. There aren't really any details. If I were you, and I saw this thing, well, you better believe that, you know, I'd run the other way. This song is Good Neighbor by Magnolia, who is, well, from Good Neighbor. It's one word as a place, but 2 words as a title. Here's Magnolia.
examine my latest reports on...
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
First things first. How do I get back to the surface?
The same way you got in, of course. You are not a prisoner here. You may come and go as you please. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories? And why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority is to reclaim that synth before more harm is done. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Son?
The sooner that synth is safely back in the Institute, the better for everyone. Libertalia isn't hard to find. Just look for the jumble of wrecked ships floating in the harbor.
Subordination. It could go on. We'd be here for hours.
Very well. I'll schedule it in.
you just heard Crawl Out Through the Fallout. So, there are some rumors out there in the Commonwealth that I have heard. You know the one about the railroad? A group that actually helps. They help synths who want to escape the Institute, yeah? Well, maybe it's not just a rumor. I mean, it is as far as I know, of course, but, I mean, they may actually be out there. It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it'd be super dangerous, I bet.
You remind me of myself when I was a young woman.
Hey.
Always
There's
getting
something you
myself
need?
into trouble.
These objects keep moving! Because I move them.
Hey.
No.
And I forget.
I'll see what I can do.
Rocket 69 is next. And, I mean, you don't hear them singing about the other 68 rockets, which kind of makes you think,
Yeah. Been too long since I picked a fight.
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
Rosalind is as smart as she is beautiful. I just...
I'm afraid I'm not much use in fighting anymore. Back in the day, folks used to call me Murphy.
I'm all ears.
Walk and talk boring.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember.
I know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Just in case they decide the Commonwealth isn't big enough for the both of us. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
Greetings, buddy. Would you like a cold one, or did you want to hear a joke?
Tell me a joke.
The past, the present, and the future walk into a bar. It was tense. Here for a laugh, or did you want a cold beverage?
Tell me a joke.
What did the commies light their house with before they used candles? Electricity. Care to wet your whistle? Or do you require a laugh?
Tell me a joke.
Ariel, Papyrus, and Comic Sans walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Oi, we don't serve your type in here. Would you like a beer?"
I'll take a beer.
Cold and refreshing.
Rather be off murdering a pint, but this'll do.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
Unless you're hounding for a green suntan, I
like
suggest we get a move on.
That was maybe by the ink spots. I mean, it was definitely by the ink spots. It's called maybe. I should have been clearer.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
So, there's that saying that sometimes truth is better. No, not better. Truth is stranger.
The interceptor worked. It was rough, but it worked.
Amazing. And what about the serum? Did you find the serum?
You know, the Silver Shroud.
I've got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
I guess... Oh man, this is so weird. I guess this Silver Shroud is like...
Has the,
cleaning up the town?
reverse transcriptase survived the nucleotide synthesis?
Excellent question. Yes. Yes, it has. Fascinating. Oh. Did you mean that as a joke? Well, it's time. There's only one way to test it.
There's a superhero out there defending justice, I guess. Or at least killing people that hopefully deserve it. Frankie Carl wrote a song about tomorrow. Or at least, I guess...
Protect and serve.
Tomorrow, which is pretty different from mine.
All right. Here we go. And now, we wait.
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Virgil.
We just have to wait.
Protect and serve.
human.
What I wouldn't give for a good stiff drink.
Did you do that on purpose?
If you need fixing up, let's get a look at you.
Yeah. Take a look at me, Doc.
Tell me your symptoms.
Think I soaked up some rads out there.
Blood pooling in the gums, signs of anemia. Yeah, we'd better clean you up. And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
I'm pretty beat up.
Scrapes and bruises. But it's probably a good idea to get them fixed up. All done. Any other complaints?
That was it.
Take better care of yourself in the future, okay?
Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but...
Seems to be growing well.
Never lacks in excitement. Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say.
Try not to sever anything you might miss.
What's the angle here?
Heads up.
Do something for you?
Hey, Valentine.
How we doing on the hunt for Eddie's tapes?
Still searching for him.
Just let me know when you manage to get your hands on him.
Tex Beneke, folks. Now it's Bing Crosby, everyone. Yay.
A noise? I smelled your
Something
fear,
out
human!
there.
Tex Beneke, folks. Uranium fever is on next, and, well, I'm pretty sure time has gone by that we can all find a humor in the subject, right? Maybe?
What? Who's there?
You're like a walking target out here.
Somewhere.
That's the last. I don't think we're alone. Just
so long as you're carrying it. You know I'm fluent in uncooperative old machines.
Yes.
You want me to give that terminal a look?
Yes. Sweet. That's it. Hey.
Go on. Take a look.
Bob Crosby there. That's a good one, huh? Thank you, Bob.
You'll find what you're looking for. I know.
Yeah, I seen the There's this article in the newspaper. Public occurrences. Boy, I mean, it's something.
Hey.
Looking for something?
I'm not saying anyone is a sin. You know, I'm not saying it's correct. And you know, of course, the mayor. I mean, I was I've asked to read. I have a statement from the mayor's office. You know, it's well, I mean, it just says here there's nothing to worry about. That it's, you know, safe and all. Everybody, kind of. It's crazy stuff, right? I mean, weird. Anyway, it's well, it's something to think about, I guess. This is a song about easy living. Just like here in Diamond City, am I right? Don't answer that.
Commonwealth Care or something.
So, let's go. Want to do more fighting?
At least it's not raining.
Nice day. Where are we at?
I can patch you up if you need it. For a small fee, of course.
I need some supplies.
Let's see what...
Can't wait to get out of this goddamn heat.
World is bigger than strong news.
This place is starting to look like a proper home, thanks to you.
you.